Greetings everyone, welcome to this new video. I have a little bit of a retraction to make right now, and this is extremely important because it took the wind out of my sail a little bit. I feel a little bit defeated right now. Some people in my comment on 2 videos ago when I did the crafting for Guba, if you take a look at that one, I'm talking about affix blocking. And affix blocking has been around for quite a long time, and it's been, well, as I thought, widely known from the community that it works. So some were not saying that it didn't work, and I did some testing with 50 rolls. How I did that is very simple. I put an item here, I blocked 2 mods with high weighting, and then I would start rolling for something else. So I would take erosion here, I would take lightning here, and then I roll. And every time I get it, I would make a line on my paper, and then I switch back and forth, and I keep track on how many embers I started with, because it uses 1 each time. That way I can just do 100 rolls and I can get my results. So I did 50 only, because it takes quite a while to do this, and I was doing it on my phone. Yeah. I was not at home at the moment, so I was just doing that and that research, and I also searched on Discord on this, searching affix blocking as a keyword, and just to make sure that people generally talk about this quite a lot, and the general consensus from the top player base was that it works, yeah, because it should work. Mathematically, it should be working, but I did my test and I got the result that it did work, because I got after blocking these mods, I got that I used 22 embers per try, which is well below the average. 28.6 is actually the average you should be, because you have it says here 3.5% chance of hitting it. So if you divide that by 100, so 100 divided per 3.5, it's 28.6 approximately. And that is how much. So when I got 22, okay, that's a pretty good sample size. Not a huge one, but it just confirmed what I was already thinking in my mind. So I didn't think more of it, and then I just made my video, and then I got some comments more, and then I started thinking, let's increase the sample size. So I increased it to 200. And it showed something completely different, so I added more to this and more, and I don't know what I've ended up with, but it's 400 maybe, and it clearly shows that it doesn't work all of a sudden. So, and I was wondering, scratching my head, okay, this is really bad, because that means that all crafting in this game is completely RNG. A monkey can sit at his keyboard and mouse and click these and then just auto-craft them all out, and they would have the same chance of making a good item with the same price as a good player. And I don't like that, because honestly there should be some skill ceiling in this, a way to save some money. So if affix blocking was working, you would save up to 20 to 30% of your crafting cost, yeah? And I made videos about that now, and so other people can do it also, but it just takes away one extra layer of just everything is just RNG in these games. So I wanted some control over my own crafting, if that makes sense. Like something that I can say, like, okay, I can do this and I can plan out my item, I'm gonna roll it in this kind of order, and it's gonna make me not waste as much FE as I would normally do. Yeah? Makes sense, hopefully, because so I'm just going to explain how it actually worked with affix blocking, because affix blocking do work, just not at the way we thought it did. So when I'm blocking my affixes here, the other modifiers here go up, not the top one. So if this one will not go up. So if I have a tier 1 an item at eye level 86, then this one will not go up. I don't know if tier 2 will go up, but the other ones will increase in value. So what we thought affix blocking did was to take these percentages of all these and then just distribute it on all the other ones. because that's what math entails. Yeah, you have a certain percentage of hitting something. If you take that away from the pool, those percentages needs to go somewhere. But where do they go? Well, obviously it would be distributed equally among the items, or among the affixes. Nope, it does not. And I was thinking, like, is this a bug, not an intended mechanic? But then I was thinking again, like, that makes no sense. Like, you're distributing on everything else here on the list, but not the top affix. That is clearly coded into the game. So I have written into XD, and just for clarification for this, if that it was intended, and I'm vented a little bit of my frustration, so I've put in some tickets on this, and also as a creator we have extra channels for this. Hopefully they get back with this kind of a thing, and they make a change of this in the future. I have a whole list of things that I think that I hope XD will change in the future, and hopefully they will listen to some of this, because they've been pretty good in the past of just taking a look at these kind of things and make changes. But this obviously is an intended, I think, mechanic, and they might not budge on that, which would be really sad, because it just lowers the skill ceiling completely to the it would just take away the skill ceiling at all, but because there's no skill to it. Like I said, a monkey can sit here and craft this item, and he would have the same amount of result as anyone else in the world. Yeah. So that works for everything else. And then some people were talking about blemishes on item. I don't think there's many items these days that can create blemishes, because they have added affixes to some. I think there's some on boots you can still create it. Someone was copying in an item, but it's extremely seldom you see that. Basically what it is that you see the number here, success rate. If this number is not 100, so when you roll this item here, it can come up as a blemish. It doesn't show any stat. It's just it's no stat at all, and it's kind of a remnant from the previous crafting system we had. And but they have fixed most of the items. I would say that 99% of the items are already fixed. I have crafted multiple sets, like probably 100 items this league, and I have not seen a single blemish. That is thousands of rolls, and I have not seen a blemish. But there are still items out there apparently that has blemishes. So that's that also. Please fix that also. So I've talked enough about this, so I'm sorry about the misinformation, and I hope it doesn't hurt to affix blocks either, so you never lost any currency in the process. It would result in the same amount of currency used either way. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for listening. Have a good day, everyone.